Hello everyone, we are from Group 7
and we are going to talk about accommodation
and hospitality service.
Enjoy the video.
I'm Anisa Nurul Zahra and I'm going to talk about scope and nature of tourist destination. Accommodation provides the best from which tourists can engage in the process of staying at the destination. It is an element of the wider hospitality sector that's used by tourists. Accommodation has emerged as the focal point, the hosting of guests and visitors through the ages. A guest pays a fee in return a specified services and grade of accommodation and associated service such as foods and beverage. The accommodation establishment, a commercial venture, especially evolution of a commercial hotel in the Victoria period, has dominated the literature on accommodation as entrepreneurs responded to the demands for service accommodation a high standard. The development of accommodation has normally accompanied the growth of resource area of tourism activity and the demand to visit specific areas. Like the tourist, accommodation assumes many forms and not all of them fit the conventional image of the hotel. Indeed, recent trends in accommodation have seen great change in the form and nature of accommodation provision. Hospitality is very essence of tourism, involving the consumption of drinks, food, and accommodations in an environment away from the normal home base. The very nature hospitality involves hosting and hospitality provided by a host and involving a guest. So, the very important of tourism activity is hospitality.
Hello everyone, my name is Heidy. In this opportunity, I would like to explain to you about the range of operational issues that affect the accommodation sector or the hospitality and hotel industries. So, for the first issues is about the constantly expectation of customer. Customer is the king of this industry, in the hospitality and hotel industry. The whole purpose of this industry is to make customer happy, but making customer happy is not just enough for now. As a manager, you have to find more ways to delight your customer. For the second one, is about the continued technological changes and regular innovation. Today, hotel guests are more tech-savvy than ever. Keeping up with technology is one of the major issues faced by hotels managers. But when you deal with properly, I'm sure that it will be definitely worth it. Now we are going to the third one. For the third one is about the political and security challenges. Political and security challenges is the top management issues in this industry. The threat of terrorism has changed how people travel and where they travel. Hotel managers are tasked to ensuring that proper surveillance are installed and maintained in the hotel so the guests will feel comfortable and safe. For the next one is about staff turnover and irregular working hours. This again is one of the top major management issues in the hospitality industry. You have to know that staff turnover in the hospitality industry is almost double average across industries. To make sure that everything is running well all the times, the manager has to find new ways to control their staff because they cannot afford to lose it or to burn out. Now we are going to the last one. For the last one is about seasonality of hospitality industry. Peak season in the hospitality industry tends to bring a lot of business, but also it is bring undue stress to the management and staff. Innovation, diversification, and effective management would continue to hold the key in terms of managing the issues of seasonality in hospitality industry. So that's all from me. I hope you guys getting more information, and for the next material will be explained by my friend. Bye.
Hi, I'm Irfa Rizkiani Safitri. Did you know that accommodation has two types? The first one is service accommodation, and the second one is non-service accommodation. So, the accommodation sector, like tourism industry, underwent major change in 1945, which was marked by innovation, evolution, and continuous product development. The tourist pattern prior to 1945 was dominated by service accommodation, with rapid growth in non-service accommodation types after 1945. But even the distinction between service and non-service accommodation became blurred with the growth of apartment hotels in favor of self-catering, but it also has arrangement for guests. Well, however, the two sectors are still considered separate. So, what is the difference between service and non-service accommodation? The first one is service accommodation. Service accommodation is a place of temporary residence like hotel, where hotel are the most common type of service accommodation. But it also includes motel or guest house where you can stay there for either overnight, long weekend, or holiday and you get fully looked after. This type of service accommodation provide service such as room cleaners who will change your bed, towels, and also serve food and drinks to you when needed, and also provide facilities for daily needs such as telephone, laundry, and ironing. Many also provide leisure facilities, conference, and business facilities. Hotel cater for both business and leisure customers, so they need a range of products to suit each type. For example, one of the most popular accommodation is the Hilton Hotel. The Hilton is a service hotel which will provide you with lots of different service. Whether you stay overnight, weekend away, or long vacation, there you will still get the same treatment and service. When booking service accommodation, you will be provided reception, cleaners, food and drink restaurant, and room service. The next one is non-service accommodation. Non-service accommodation is a type of accommodation in which other additional service such as food and cleaning are not offered. It's just accommodation. All needs are provided by yourself. For example, non-service accommodation is a cottage or caravan when you have to do everything by yourself rather than be looked after. When staying in a non-service accommodation, you do not have workers doing everything for you. For example, you have to cater for yourself such as cooking, making your own food and drink, cleaning, and shopping. This is what makes non-service accommodation cheaper than a service accommodation.
My name is Nadia Anisa and I will describe the importance of environmental issues in the management of hotels. Many accommodation providers had to respond to global concerns associated to environmental issues. Some hotels have embraced the principle of sustainable development to mirror customer concerns with the energy of their stay. For example, like recycling, reusing their towel and linen are minor measures that hotels have introduced. Much more major measures have been undertaken by small hotels, which have run environmental audits to assess the environmental cost of their activities in relation to first one is energy consumption, the second one is transport, the third one is waste, the fourth one is purchasing, and the fifth was felt. The sixth is the local environment. In conclusion, the accommodation sector is a central element of the tourist experience of a place. Indeed, it is often purchased in a package holiday and is one of the most frequent areas of disquiet when customer complaints are made. Yet the international growth in chain activity in the accommodation sector highlights the potential profitability in this market when the product mix, visitor mix, and supply-demand interactions are